You don't listen to Harry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just talking to myself. Or DJ. Yes. Unbelievable.
Okay, I gotta go to the go to bed. What? Oh. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but take some Advil or Tylenol. cool. I don't have a charger. I got like 40. Come on in. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hold on. Again, I got like 49 messages. I like your sweatshirt. All right.
Let me let these people in. We got 4 people, 5. They're coming. And all right, let them in. Here's what I would ask. Where's my sheet? There they are. All right. Can I get someone to volunteer to walk around and hand everyone one of these? Great. Thank you. Jayla, thank you. Can you guys give me the extras, please? All right. Mason. Do you have a charger on you or not? Okay. Go ahead, can you pull it out? I got your. I have a little bit of a frazzled day. I think I have bed till 6:50. So I made it here on time to start period 1. So if I seem a little bit off, that's because I got out of my house in 9 minutes, showered, my hair looks decent, still a little bit of a scrub. I always look like it was fun. All right, Ronald, can you pull that cord out? And then basically move up here. Thanks. All right, those of you on Zoom, we got a few people coming in here still. I'm gonna get you all in. And then I'll get things going, okay? What's up, Kevin? Did you say pickles? Pencils. Oh, yeah, I got pencils. And I don't have any pickles, though. I'm not a big pickle guy. That's what I thought you said. You can count that to max. Well, somebody ganked my pencil last period. Here's a new one. That sharpener is from 1948. So good luck with that. Here you go. Woo. One. Oh, the new pencil. You want one too? Woo! Don't let it hit you. Okay. Sorry. Nice catch. Good hand. Going. John B, you want me to hit you in the forehead? Sure. No. I will only do that if I like it. Sorry. And Robert Lewandowski didn't play yesterday, and my team lost. Not super happy about that. All right, Zoomers, happy Thursday to you. Go to Canvas and go to modules, please. All right, those of you in the room, here's what I want you to do. Okay. Take a look at this packet right here. See imperialism. You see there's like 2 questions and then there's a sketch. Go ahead and do that now while I explain to the people online what's going on, all right? And then I'll catch up with you in about 4 minutes, probably. And yes, this is old school paper. You know what? I just wanted to kind of get back into like feeling like it was real life again. And you didn't have to click submit 18,000 times to turn anything in, okay? And you can actually handwrite something. All right. Got one more person coming in. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my Canvas page somehow, some way, some form. It's not letting me do that. There we go. Nope. There it is. All right. I'm gonna share this real quick. And all right, I need somebody to turn their video camera on so I can at least get some kind of feedback from somebody if this is working. Can one of you take a hit, please, and please turn the camera on? Maybe, possibly. I guess not. Oh, yeah, that was for you.
Again, oh yeah, like even you can annotate, all that good stuff. All right. Layla, are you out there?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Let me make sure. Oh, hold on a second. Are you out there? Sorry, I had it on the wrong speaker.
Yes.
Okay, great. Can you see the Canvas page right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to modules with you all, and I'm gonna go down to week number 13. Okay, and it's 4/8 because that is the day today. So I'm gonna click on that assignment, and so today we're looking at the causes of World War I. And typically you refer to the causes of World War I as the four main causes. All right. And so that's what you're looking at. And this is kind of confusing. So make sure you're following along with me here. So I'm going to click on this. This is the Word document that you're going to fill out and turn back in. Okay. What you're going to do is answer, what is it? How is it a cause of World War I? And then you're going to draw a picture of it in action. So instead of drawing a picture, for those of you online, you can just pull a picture from a Google search, okay? For those of you in person, I want stick figures. I don't, creative, just show me that you know what it is. That's what I'm trying to get. That's what we're doing this, okay? And it's way more interesting when I explain it, but you need to have some background knowledge. So that's why we're doing this for you on Zoom as well. So go through this. You'll see there's 5 stations here and answer the questions. Okay, where you're going to get the information from that is underneath this right here, this PDF. You're gonna have to kind of go through this PDF and go down to page 8 on the PDF. Page 8, that's where the reading starts for imperialism. Okay, let me check on someone else. Anaya, are you with me here? Anaya, are you out there? Oh, I got a chat. Yep. Okay, good. All right. So that means we got a couple people following. All right. So imperialism's here, then militarism, then nationalism, and then web of alliances. And then lastly, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which got the whole thing started. Okay. So work on imperialism in about 5 minutes. I'm going to bring everyone together and just talk about it and then let everyone kind of work on their own for a few minutes after that. All right. Okay. So go ahead and start right here with imperialism and then fill out the Word document or download it and fill out the box for imperialism right here on the top of the worksheet. Okay. All right. Anyone have any questions on Zoom? Awesome. Thanks. Get started on that now. Great. All right. In person, you heard it. This is I can't really lecture on this on Tuesday, which is one of my favorite lectures, until you get some background information. The textbook is not good. So I found this because it's better than the textbook. So go ahead and take care of imperialism first. In about 4 minutes or so, I want to bring it together and talk about how that was the cause of World War I. And then you can work through the rest of them after that, okay? And then we'll bring it all together at the end. If you absolutely despise paper, you can go online, obviously turn it online if you really feel like it. You have student choice, right? But if you, I think this is a nice opportunity for you to write. And for sketching, they can be creative. Someone drew the pie in Africa being carved up. See that? Last period. Other people sketched like the continent of Africa and like the fake boundaries that were made at the Berlin Conference. Other people put like people in shackles and like the whole blessings of civilization lie. That type thing.
Looking at how I'm just using materials and what. Trying to get it off these problems, you know what? If you read that page, it's like, do not hand this out. Teachers pay teachers, it's just, it's like website with every money. So you're switching on with that. And fuck, you do that. So with all the really girls. John, are you gonna work home? I mean, not so that you like picture. Oh, yeah. I'm sure Betsy, pretty happy about buying it. DJ, you good?
So Mason, did you ever, what were you trying to turn in yesterday that was blank? Was it your intro or was it the extra credit? Do you have it on your computer? Can you just pull it up so I can see it? And we can not deal with the whole nonsense. Why is there a big gap here? Who usually sits in these 3 seats? Nobody knows. I have to look that up. No, I don't know. I feel like it's been that way for the last 3 days.
Really? You think he's up there with that? Really? Yeah. Just like legs, bro. Like, hold on. Yeah. Yeah. That's all. Just like, cause like those guys, but not, they're like nostalgia for me. I remember LeBron in high school game. It was a year ago when he did that whatever it is. No one.
Yeah, let me go over this real quick. This imperialism thing real quick. All right. Those of you on Zoom, we're gonna go over imperialism real quick. That first box. So, let me get somebody try to share out here. What is imperialism? You already talked about this. Give me your basic definition, like 10 words. Jayla, go ahead. That's fine. Good. I usually just call it when one country takes over or when one Empire takes over another area by force. Pretty simple. But how would this be a cause of World War One? Okay, let's get somebody else in the room. Somebody else help me out. DJ. Yeah, they ran out of land to imperialize. The Germans started to go to Antarctica and try to colonize Antarctica. That's how desperate they were for land. No joke. There is a conspiracy theory that Hitler escaped to Antarctica after World War II and had set up a colony there of a bunch of Nazis. Not true. Didn't happen. But again, there's this theory because in the late 1800s, the Germans were so desperate for land that they went and took that, claimed it as theirs, a big ice sheet. All right. So when they ran out of land, what do you do? What do you do, Gabby, when you run out of land? You colonize more land. There's no more land to colonize. No, then you start taking other people's land, right? And then it starts a war. Exactly. All right. So what would we sketch there? A lot of different things you could sketch. What did you sketch, Lana? Did you not want me to call on you? You gave me a bet. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can pass. Good. Bunch of flags on Africa. That's good because that was that Berlin conference and all the fake boundaries that they set up there that weren't right and weren't true to the continent. What are some other pictures? Rihanna, what do you got? Oh, yeah. Cool. So kind of like the globe and then like people trying to rip it apart or fight over it. Also a great image because, I mean, if you think about it, the Europeans had colonized like almost the entire world other than the US, which was, if you remember have you guys ever heard of the Monroe Doctrine? You remember that from middle school? No? Well, the US basically told Europe to stay out of South America and the Western Hemisphere. And so that was really the only area that Europe didn't take. All right, cool. So we got on the right track. I got 8:33. Let's go to 8:53. Try to work through the rest of them on your own. If you're not sure something, give me a question. If you want to put headphones in, that's cool. And kind of use this as a little bit of independent time since I made you do 2 Nearpods in a row, Tuesday and Wednesday. And I understand that can get a little bit tedious or boring probably. And I got to bust out a heck of a lecture on Tuesday on the start of World War One, which I'm always fascinated about, right? The famous sandwich that never got eaten. Oh my gosh. This didn't get eaten. And then it caused the world to go to war. Declan, what are you looking at? My assignment? Oh, out of those drawings. You know, I did that myself. All of it. I'm not sure I didn't do any of them. You should see how bad. You see my handwriting? Terrible. Left-handed, and I always got always got all the pencil marks all over me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like I would leave like grade school and look down and like my whole arm would be like covered in it. I did win the handwriting contest in 3rd grade for cursive stuff. No one even you don't even learn cursive in school anymore, do you? 3rd grade. Cause like you get a separate notebook for being left-handed. Ah, man, see that movie can come with any of that stuff in the early 90s. I'll keep that in mind for my own kids. If any of you either one on the left hand. You want to go to the bathroom now? Go. It's right out to the left. I guess it's out to the left, not right out. So they can't take the heart of the away. I mean,
Only supposed to play in the Bundesliga against Schalke or Berlin Hertha. Okay, those guys aren't made to play PSG. The reason we started out the I was so confused as to why they didn't win a sorrow. I don't know. I didn't see anything, I just read it. Trying to analyze it from the static.
basically build up your army. Um, yeah. Basically, almost in unison, ordered by the Kaiser to follow the similar rhythm of so all of these countries built massive armies. So if you had a huge army, Austin had a huge army. You, let's just say like, this is like 1914 talk, okay? You just you like took a cigarette and you throw it at his feet, something like that, you're done. Think he would want to fight you? So all it took was one little fight then, and all the countries would have these huge armies and go to war. That makes sense? And like, have you ever been like itching to fight, but standing around? What do you want to do? Well, go ahead. You don't. So that's all these soldiers, all these armies are getting huge. What are they gonna do? Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, they're gonna sit there and play. Oh, let's go play some chess. Like, no, they're gonna go to war. Especially with all the new equipment they had too, because of the Industrial Revolution.
Once we finish, what do we do?
You're already done, huh, Austin?
Yeah.
Well, you have to answer a question to pass.
Okay, what's the question?
I'm thinking about it first. The question is, how did the alliance system cause World War I to start? And you need to be specific in your names of the alliances and the countries involved in each alliance. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Oh, hold on to what? What am I supposed to hold on to?
Let me go back. I didn't look at the specific names, but I wrote down an answer about how it happened.
Let me take a little more time and read through it, huh? Boom. Got it.
Oh, like little, it's the photo there. Little Snapchatting. What are they, I don't know what they call it. Tweeting. Twittering.
Where we at, Austin? You got the triple entente and the triple alliance down yet?
I'm almost there.
Ah. That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
Yes. So because Serbia and Austria-Hungary went to war, Russia had to join in because they were in alliance with Serbia. And then Germany declared war on Serbia because they were allies of Austria-Hungary. And now France had to choose a side, and they chose to side with Russia. And they declared war on Germany. And now Germany declared war on France. And then they pulled Britain and Belgium into it. And that's how it started, through allies and people joining in,
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a mess, doesn't it?
like a web.
Oh, yeah, web. Sounds kind of like a game of dominoes, doesn't it? You know what dominoes do? They fall over. So, Austin, how did militarism play a part in this whole idea then? I'm sorry, I'm enjoying this a little bit.
The creating of new weapons and advancements in technology led to people being able to fight more easily and being able to win, is what they thought.
They thought, huh? How did it work out for them? Do you know?
Some of them not very well,
Some of them or most of them?
probably most.
Yeah, like to the tune of like 30 million people dead. Yeah, not good. Okay, well, I think you've proven to me that you get the idea. Upload this assignment and you're free to go back to bed for 15 minutes.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Mr. Burnett.
Okay, we'll see you, Austin. Nice job. All right, John, you see you're up here 3 tomorrow? Okay, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay, do you have your thing done?
Yeah.
Good. Have you uploaded it yet?
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I think it's sent.
Okay, we'll upload it to that Canvas assignment on the first module. So then I can find it easier tomorrow and I'll have to experiment. Okay, yeah, be cool. Do that. Some of you on the Zoom here, I did send a couple of questions out here for people that are supposed to present tomorrow. If you could get back to me here in the next minute or two, I would appreciate it dearly. Thank you. All right. Are you guys on the back page yet? In there? In there? Yeah. Good. All right, take 2-3 minutes. Okay, get as far as you can, and then I'm gonna try to discuss it, okay? So that don't leave you in the dark. Zoom, we're gonna come together about 2 minutes here. And Takaya, thank you. Janai, thank you. Aiden, if you go to the actually I can just look right now. Won't be lazy. Hold on. Aiden, you're next week on the 16th. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mackenzie. Just turn it in tonight. When you turn it in, make sure you turn it into the Canvas like that on the first module. There's a place to turn it in, because then I can get it a lot faster tomorrow, and I don't have to, have the anxiety of trying to find it and have all these people staring at me, looking at me weird. So thanks. Taylor, did you ever pick a topic? Okay. At some point, we need you to, whenever you want to present, sometime this semester, right? What's that? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a couple minutes to talk about this for the bell rings. Okay, so if you have headphones in, if you could take them out, turn them off or whatever. And those of you on Zoom, we're gonna walk through this sheet together that you have on your computer. So let's talk about militarism real quick. Militarism is just the aggressive buildup of armies. Okay. And it kind of coincided, which means it worked hand in hand with the Industrial Revolution. Like when you're making bigger trains and bigger cars, you're inevitably going to start making bigger guns too. How did that lead to, or how was it a cause of World War I? Taylor Nichols, what do you think? Yeah, and again, off the top of your head, I don't really so much care about what you wrote down, but I want to know what's in your head. How do you think that would cause a war? Yeah. So the more weapons you had, the more intimidating you were, right? And eventually, again, I'm going to use the analogy of two armies sitting there staring at each other. Eventually, are going to find a way to fight each other. So you had all these big armies and all these men, young men, ages 18 to 25, sitting around with nothing to do. What do they want to do? Fight. They don't know, they don't have any clue the consequences of their fighting though. Okay, that they're gonna be stuck in a rabbit hole for 4 years, literally, 5 years. World War I is great. That's what makes it interesting. All right, nationalism. We talked about this the other day. Can I get a share of hands? Somebody wants to talk about how nationalism could have started or been a factor in this whole deal? Go ahead. We'll come back around the horn. Give me your answer.
Since they believed that the country was the best, they thought that maybe if they don't do what they want to make the consequence.
Yeah, and they thought the country was the best, so they thought they couldn't lose, right? Oh, we're gonna win this in a month. No, you're not. What do you think, DJ?
I was gonna say, like, if a country declares war or like insults another country, all of the people that like think that their country is the best is gonna get offended and go on fight.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously, it just kind of contributes to this sense of pride, which makes you think you're invincible, right? Okay, web of alliances. This is a tricky one. Okay. There are two major alliances. We're going to talk about them next Tuesday, but you have the Triple Entente and the Triple Alliance. Triple Entente, and really remember that is Entente is a French word. So the Entente was France, Great Britain, and Russia. The Triple Alliance was Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy. And eventually Italy backed out and it turned into the Ottoman Empire. Okay. How did this alliance system create World War I? Gabby, hit it.
So basically what happened was when they killed the dude.
Archduke,
Austria, yeah.
Mr. Franz Ferdinand.
So when they killed the dude from Austria, then Serbia, like they got in a war, so then Russia had to join with them because Russia was aligned with Serbia. And then France had to join because France was in alliance with Russia, and then Belgium and Britain had to join, had to join because they were aligned with France, and then Japan had to join because they were in alliance.
With Great Britain. Were you gonna say the same thing, Ish, or could you summarize that in an easier way for us to hear it?
I was gonna say that it's like it was a war in the regional conflict and the escalation.
Yeah. So like, what would not have originally caused the war? Like you and I just maybe have a little tussle in our backyard, turns into a global war. Literally, all of the colonies involved. And remember, I said Europe dominated a huge swath of the earth at this point, and so because of colonization, and so everyone got involved. Okay, it's a domino effect. What happens when you push over one domino? All of the other ones go down, right? And so that's kind of what happened. I mean, the gritty details that Gabby was talking about, I don't ever really expect you to know that, but I'll tell the story of it on Tuesday, next week. But I mean, that's something, got to be careful about all the time in life. Like when you ally yourself with people or align yourself, like you can get dragged into things, All right, the assassination of Mr. Franz Ferdinand. Okay, I know some of you aren't here yet, so just go ahead and fill this in, okay? Franz Ferdinand was the heir, H-E-I-R, or the next in line to become the Austrian emperor. He was the son of the current emperor at the time. Austria, he was a Habsburg, straight up. So he was related to Marie Antoinette. Remember that woman? Okay, her crazy hair, lavish lifestyle until she was guillotined. Yeah, okay, that was a family member. Now, he was murdered. So who was the assassin? Gavrilo Princeps. And where was he from? He was actually from, I think he was from Bosnia or Serbia, one of the two, but he was trained by Serbia. Okay. And he wanted to use assassination as a means to get Bosnia-Herzegovina to be part of the Serbian, like the country Serbia, and not be part of this empire called Austria. Okay, I'll explain all this. He was a teenager, like 18 or 19, not much older than you, and pretty much blamed for starting one of the most atrocious wars that would eventually cause another world war called World War II after it. Okay. And I'll talk about his famous sandwich that he didn't eat because he walked out of a cafe and shot the Archduke and his wife straight up in the middle of the street. This is after the Archduke swatted a homemade hand grenade. is crazy. This whole story is, it's a good one, okay? I'm gonna, spoiler alert, we'll get that Tuesday. Now, that July ultimatum, bottom left, what was the response? Basically, Austria sent 10, I think it was like 10 things, demands in what's called an ultimatum to Serbia, saying that you had to let us do all these different things. But in reality, Serbia responded with, we'll do 9 of the 10, but we're not going to do the one that says you can militarily occupy us. Last question here, bottom right. Under normal times, this event would have caused outrage, but a war would not have been declared. What about the early 1900s made war erupt so easily? All of the causes that we just talked about. The military, the alliances, the nationalism all go in hand. All right. Here's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to give everybody credit because I saw everybody working. You keep those and make sure you keep the readings and serve as notes for your quiz. Okay. I'm leaning towards making the quiz on Monday at home so you can have as much time as you want on it. Cool. And then tomorrow I talk to people who have current events. Make sure you get them turned in. The bell rang, so I got to get everyone out of here. Have a great day. Those of you on Zoom, thanks for your participation.